Time for another trade recap. This was a pretty good session, required a lot of patience, but I was able to catch a few nice moves, including a cover of a short at the low of the day, and thought I'd jump into the recap and show you how the day went. Here's this trade I took last night before I went to bed. It was a nice flag. It was like a breakout from this consolidation, and so I went long 303. And after like 45 minutes or so, it kind of looked like it was gonna roll over a little bit. You were putting a lot of upper wicks. The 5 minute was just, I took it off at 320. And what do you know? Just never came close to my entry. I had to take profit set to be $4,500, which is the max I can make in this combine. And I'm pretty sure that would hit or be very close to hitting. There's no trailing drawdown, just let it run. Yeah, easier said than done. If you're trading overnight and you're like, well, I could start the day up a few $100s, like I already have a cushion in my account, that's a little tempting to do. I mean, that's what I was thinking, was like, it is nice starting the day like already up. And then of course, I exit and I'm watching, I'm like, I still kind of want to be long. So that's why I took it along on my personal account. But yeah, that would have been a sick trade. Yes, well into VWAP here. See if it can hold below it. This is a break and retest of VWAP at the moment. I would normally grab that short. I don't like to do it right off the open though. For the long side, I would say let's break 75s or so. Maybe a little bit earlier, maybe another test of VWAP that holds. Yeah, I'm looking for some mental support to establish. Yep. There's the mental support down here at 20,400. Let's see if this little double bottom can hold. If not, I mean, this underneath the test of VWAP is a little tempting to short, but a little sketch. A little bear flag under VWAP. That's as good as a bull flag on top of VWAP, which I also love. I think we'll get a little knife here. All right, I'm gonna try this. Don't love that, taking off there for a loss. Let's see if we can just establish some support. Again, I'm down to play the long side here. Maybe getting a bearish cross here soon, which I guess I would stick on the short side then. You can see we did run VWAP there. I shorted here. And so even above VWAP wasn't safe. Now with this trend line established, it feels a little bit better. Stop above VWAP looks pretty good. But the short side, like I don't know how much is left on it. ES having trouble there. If I was just gonna bet $100 on going up or down, I would say we'll visit 380 before 460. I love catching waterfalls, y'all. It does feel like it's about to waterfall. The best stop would probably be around 53. Which is a bit high, 30 points. I'm hopping in. Like maybe a 70 target's pretty good. Since we bounced at 80, I almost want to extend my target. If it's gonna make me sit in that little buy up there, I want to get more from the market. I'm gonna put my stop loss back up here. If this chops around, I still want to be on the short side right now. I mean, there's two things keeping me in this trade right now. One is VIX, again, making new highs. The other is the 1OP. We are getting a cross down on Qs. ES did not get the drop there. What about Dow? Dow did not either. I don't really like that. All right, I'm gonna move my stop back to break even now. It's in this for long enough now where, if I don't get the drop, and it stops me out fine. And then I can look for new setups without the bias of having a position on. Got my finger on the sell button here. All right, killing it there. Again, that felt very exhausting, but worked out. And it's just sitting there and let it do its thing, I guess, and not micromanage it. About 950 on the day or so. 1OP just wow, steeply declining now. We might continue to flush here. Yeah, there's 340. So I could have just held for my original target. It's all right. It's all right. For reversal, either nice structure shift to the upside, or I want to see like a 1OP bullish cross, and maybe like a 5-minute bullish hammer or doji even, something like that. I actually love this kind of retest here. This holding right here makes a pretty decent buy spot if you're looking for longs. ES coming into VWAP soon. Keep an eye on that. Let's see if this little 5-minute zone at right where price is at right now. Let's see if we get a little support here and we can continue working our way higher. How about let's get a little sweep of 300 and then back up. Or alternatively, we can just do a higher low here too. Okay, previous day high, previous all-time highs on ES. Cool, let's round out down here and move back up. This could be like a super sick entry. That's the thing with reversals, is like it's either like the sickest entry ever or you just get some paper cuts. I like to wait a little bit longer. But I do think we will have a long to catch. So we've pretty much retraced this 5-minute candle here. I'm gonna see if I can get it pulled back to 45. All right, I'm entering here. Not really interested in giving back a lot of profit on this. Should I risk this profit? I just mean like stop below this swing here, but I think I'll take the stop. All right, take the stop there. All right, let's see if we get a pop here. ES is grinding up. Need NAS to take off too. SMCI is not doing it any favors. Long to VWAP. Yeah, here's PDH again. I don't want to take the same long that I got stopped out on before. This will be interesting. Top of the trend line here. This swing high here. Let's see if we can finally break it. Maybe a couple of wicks lower. I actually do like this for longs. If I could get in around this lower wick too. So let's see if something like that will play out. You know, VWAP is a very nice chunk of change away. About 100 points. All right, so I'm filled long, by the way there. Doing this consolidation. I like a little bit of a bear flag consolidation with a little wicks lower, and I like getting in on one of those wicks. At this point, I'm comfortable with the break-even stop. The one piece flat. See how it's so flat? That's like no trade environment. As I mentioned earlier, when it starts breaking out and I get a setup that I like, then I'm willing to put risk on. When to kill this trade? When to kill this trade? This could be one you could ride up all day. It's just hard when you're looking at your P&L, you know, instead of the chart. You're just like, well, it could be up $1,600 on the day and just have no stress. But then you're like, okay, why am I trading my P&L and not the chart? Well, I'm stopped out, looks like. It was a good trade. You know, gave back profit on that, but can't really be too upset. Well, I re-entered this trade. We did wick over at previous day high again. It's enough to stop me out, kind of top tick there. So I am re-entering, same thesis here. Just not enough interested buyers to give us that reversal that we were all looking for, I think. And so now I am looking for at least test of the lows, if not new lows. Little buy up there, don't love it. Okay, I take a few points off that one. I'm trying to protect my profit, which is why I'm having a hard time with this. So I think I'm gonna go down to 3 micros and try to take the short. All right, I'm gonna try the short here with the micros. It's not a big loss if I'm wrong, and if I'm right, at least I feel like I got a piece of the move. So I'll check back in later to see how this trade went. Okay, so like I said, I put on 3 micros and let the trade play out. I went for a walk. I was not at my computer at all, and I had a perfect exit at the low of the day. So I think this was a good example of, yes, putting risk on when I see a setup, but when I don't get it, when it's a little choppy, I still really want to see this play out, just size down. So I'm protecting my profit. I still feel like I caught the move when it does happen, so I don't feel like any FOMO really or anything about it. Ended up being a pretty solid session, about $1,200 or so on the account. So I'm just over $5,200 in profit towards my goal of $9,000 on this combine. That's it for this one. See you in the next.